She took a deep breath, stood up feeling free to breathe, overcame tension and anger, but couldn't help chasing after. After shooting the last person, Arthur, once calm, realized she had become a killer and fled the scene in fright. But at home, the thrill of revenge soon overcame her fear, making her feel she had dealt a cute, yet almost relaxed and fearless. Arthur seemed to find her lost self. A mad woman was about to be born. In celebration of her rebirth, she kicked open a woman's door and let loose her desires. After that, Arthur arrived at the office to pack, listening to co-workers discuss last night's shooting, often interrupted by mocking, but he didn't care. With her co-workers' shocked expressions staring at her, Arthur left the place that had imprisoned her for half her life, laughing all the way out, changing the hallway slogan from "Don't dream" to "Don't laugh." After all, with such a tragic life, what was there to laugh about? Meanwhile, the shooting gained media buzz, and Thomas ironically hailed the three, seeking votes. Kindness wasn't acknowledged, and her revenge drew criticism. Who empowers the wealthy to control others? No one thought she was the real victim. Next day, Arthur saw a therapist, pouring out her heart, only to find the doctor wasn't listening. The doctor kept interrupting her, asking how work was going, while she thought, "All my thoughts are incredibly serious." "But you can't hear a thing." After all, this was just a social welfare facility, and the doctors didn't really care about the patients. They only cared about getting paid on time, and now, since the government had cut the budget, the facility would soon close. Today, Arthur felt as if she saw right through it all. At the bottom, like him, Arthur suddenly understood the doctor's ruse and forgave her. The scene shifted that day. Arthur finally got a chance to perform at a bar. She prepared a script, but her body betrayed her on stage. Her nerves made her laugh uncontrollably, shocking the audience, except one woman in the corner who enjoyed it thoroughly. After the performance, Arthur walked alone on the bustling street, surrounded by excitement that seemed unrelated to her. Only loneliness accompanied her. Then, she spotted a poster about the shooting. To her shock, the oppressed lower-class people had begun to see the killer clown as a hero. For the first time, Arthur felt a sense of purpose. Her mother, as usual, had asked her to help mail a letter to Thomas. Out of curiosity, Arthur opened the envelope and was shocked by a horrifying truth. According to her mother's letter, Arthur was actually Thomas. Her mother, knowing her time was short, had insisted on writing to Thomas, hoping he would help her out of familial obligation. The sudden truth hit her like a bolt from the blue. Arthur found it hard to believe, or rather, she couldn't grasp why Thomas, as her father, would cruelly abandon her in her. It wasn't until she confronted her mother that the latter finally revealed a long-buried secret. Thomas had abandoned her mother and threatened her to sign a non-disclosure. She must never tell anyone the secret. Arthur couldn't bear such betrayal. The next day, she went alone to Thomas. There, she met Thomas' other son, Bruce, who would become Batman. For some reason, Bruce seemed a bit down. So, Arthur performed a magic trick, but the butler suddenly appeared, telling Bruce to stay away. Despite Arthur explaining that she was a good person, the butler still looked at her with disdain. Then Arthur revealed her purpose to him. She told the butler about her mother's relationship with Thomas and her pain, but he coldly replied, "No, sit down, just leave for now. Thomas Wayne is my father." The butler's words completely enraged Arthur. No matter the truth, he wouldn't allow anyone to demean his mother. Seeing young Bruce beside, Arthur suddenly let go. Then, she fled in a hurry, perhaps not wanting Bruce to see her as bad. But misfortune always seeks the unfortunate. That night, her mother was rushed to the hospital due to a stroke. To make matters worse, the police suspected that Arthur was involved in the shooting. Fortunately, Arthur deceived the police and returned to the hospital room, where SHE Cyrillic letter 479 Agrov remotely watched the Maury show with her mother. But little did she know, Maury used footage from her bar performance as a joke. Seeing this made Arthur's admiration for Maury turn. Everything turned to anger. Did Maury mock dreams because he is a celebrity? The subway shooting became a catalyst, igniting the oppressed determination to resist. They refused further oppression by the wealthy, protesting in the streets. Hypocritical Thomas compared the poor to clowns. Little did he know their contributions had helped him become wealthy. Thomas remained unaffected, intent on attending the next day's charity gala. Fast forward to the next day, where Arthur mingled in a crowd of clown performers, instantly being swept up by the energy. Once an outcast of society, he no longer felt lonely because countless fellow sufferers stood beside him. Seizing the chaos, Arthur stealthily slipped into the venue and met Thomas in the restroom. However, upon mentioning his mother, Thomas' expression changed immediately, shattering Arthur's last shred of hope. Arthur, I know this situation is strange. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, Thomas coldly replied, saying he couldn't understand why everyone was so. Sometimes I just want a little warmth or a kiss, or just some sense of normalcy. What's wrong with you people? Have you seen my mother? She's crazy. Do you think that's strange? Dad, it's me. Touch my son again, and I'll kill you. Arthur couldn't accept this answer. She thought Thomas was just making excuses to abandon them again, and she desperately wanted calm. YouTube viral intro. Can you imagine the pain hidden behind all this while you're laughing your head off? Maybe in this chaotic world, we all need to find our own clown to guide us out of the shadows. Don't forget to click subscribe so we can walk this journey together.